Hello, me again. I'm in the glass house at Dorothy Clive Garden. This is a bench that I would bring a book and sit and read for a little while if it was a cold day. Surrounded by succulents, lemons, tropical plants. It's lovely, as is the rest of the garden. Used to be a saying, I haven't heard it for a while, but there used to be one. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Yeah, it's a little extreme, but I think in many cases it's probably true. It depends what it is. If it's achieving something small, maybe the stronger improvement is minimal, etc. And on we go with that one. But it reminded me of something that I read about Maya Angelou. Not one of her poems, I don't think. And I haven't got internet connection here and I can't look it up. But she said that diamonds, they're the most precious thing that many feel that there is. Okay, yes, you can get zircon and they, to an unknowing eye, probably resemble a diamond, or you can have diamonds that are manufactured. But they're not true diamonds that have been mined from the earth, from the rocks. And Maya said that without pressure, without time, there would be no diamonds. Diamonds need both of those. And without them, they are just dirt or possibly coal. But they aren't the very special, precious thing. And that has stuck with me for years and years. And it does sort of tie in with if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. But I feel it's a much nicer way of putting it and of looking at it. But then, I'm biased, I admire the work that Maya Angelou produced, and she's certainly one of those people that I know I would have loved to have spent time talking with. But I also came across, I've been having a good sort out, a poem that I've jotted down on one of my pieces of paper, a poem by Thalia Hunter, and it's entitled To the Mistakes That Made Me. And again, this really resonates because some people say, oh, I'm always doing things wrong, I'm always making mistakes. Yes, you'll get people who focus on that, but then you'll get people who recognize that by making errors, by making mistakes, they're actually positively learning how not to do things, learning how to think out of the box, learning to do some good old blue sky thinking to resolve the problem, rather than just going right at the problem, and if it doesn't work, well, that's it, end of. And it helps with critical thinking. And I have a sneaking feeling that critical thinking may not be as sharp as it used to be. because of the instancy of the internet. You can search for absolutely anything there. How to do things, what things are, how to work around things. So it's easier and quicker to do that than to actually put your own grey matter into action and think. Okay, I've wandered off from Thalia, so I'll read her piece to you. To the mistakes that made me, to the challenges that transformed me, to the experiences that stretched me, to the people who hurt me, to the struggles that overwhelmed me, to the heartbreak that shattered me, to the losses that saddened me, and to the pain that threatened to overpower me. Thank you for helping me unlock my greatness and blossom into a better version of me. That says so much. That we're hit by sadness, we're hit by pain, but we work our way through it. And how we do that shows the strength of our character. And if we've had to work through losses before, as so many, many of us do, then we know that it hurts like billy-o. But eventually, when the time is right, and there's no set time limit, there's no, yes, grieving is a process, but it's not one that you always go through. You can go 2 steps forward, 1 back, another back, and it just gives you a sort of idea of the things that might happen. But those things help to make you a stronger person. And with that strength, and I don't mean physical strength, I mean mental, emotional strength. With that strength, you can work through things. You can work through disasters and come out at the other end having done your best. And as I always say, we can ask no more than that we do our best. Yes, we'll stretch ourselves at times of great need, but that's going above and beyond your best and takes every ounce of that strength that you've got that maybe you didn't realize you'd got. But that's your very best. And I think there are so many of us who don't realize what strength we have to have got through what we have got through and to come out at the other end. Have a think about yourself. Have a think about those that you know. Have a think about those that you care for. On that note, I will say thank you, and I am going to get back in my car and wend my way home, having spent a very, very pleasant morning ambling and chatting. And I hope that you all like the changes of scenes. Thank you for joining me. The car's going to be a bit full getting you all in for the drive home, but I'll have to make the run a few times. Thank you. I'm getting silly now, so I'm going. Bye for now. Bye.